The good thing about this breathing stuff is you don't have to pretend as well. And something I see in quite a lot of other martial arts or training, but the thing about animal mindset, becoming a tiger or a dragon or a snake or anything else, it's all imagination, because you're not a tiger, you can't, you haven't got claws and stuff like that. So the trouble is, when something is imagination, it's not quite real. When it comes up against reality, there's always going to be a mix. It's like anything that happens in your head, any sort of fantasy. The reality is never quite, One of the good things with the breathing is you don't have to pretend, because you're not breathing. You can't breathe, it's happening. So it's much better to try and find stuff that is real than is imagined. And before we were saying about the fists and the body do it itself. When it's real, that's what happens. When you're imagining to some extent, then it's the head is leading it. So if you're pretending when you're doing stuff that, and I know sometimes we do scenarios, so there's a little bit of that involved. But if you have to get into that mindset to operate, it's not good. Because it's always like a pretend mindset. You understand? If it's a pretend mindset, then it's always in the head, it's never in the body. When Steve took Mark's arm away there, did you think about that? Your arm just, your arm just...
When I was holding your breath.
When I pulled
Yeah.
You just do it, because it's real when it's happening. Now, if we do this, right, I want you to pretend to hold your breath, and I'm going to pretend to squeeze your mouth, okay? And when you feel ready, then what I want you to do is just kind of take my arm away, okay? What's the point? Then when something happens and boom, that's on, he's never experienced it before. But I've pretended, oh shit, but it's not the same. It's like I pretend to hit him. Or boom. Yeah? The body needs to learn. The body needs to experience it to learn. Then your body knows what to do. If the brain is too involved, I'm not saying you never think about things or analyse, but that's for after. While you're doing something, the body is learning, not the brain. The brain can think about it after. Yeah? Because you want your body to respond. Nothing's quicker than a body response. There's that, and there's also to some extent, as I said, once you know where that place is in your mind, in some ways it doesn't matter what's happening. It matters, but you're working the same thing in your brain, it's just survival. So then your body has to be conditioned enough to be able to respond to whatever's happening. It's no good having a great survival instinct if you can't knock the skin off the right pudding.